The Young and the Restless, July 30th, 2025. Spoilers. Fans can expect Victoria and Adam calling a truce, while Nate shares bad news with Amy. The previous episode of The Young and the Restless saw Phyllis and Billy defending Kane. It's not a surprise since they both want something from him, and that's Chancellor Industries. Kyle and Audra's power struggle took a dangerous turn while Lily finally informed Nate about Damien's passing. The emotions are on a high with 3 lives lost in France and accusations flying all around as everyone prepares to finally leave. Here's what fans can expect from the July 30th, 2025 episode of The Young and the Restless when they tune in to CBS to watch the daytime drama set in Genoa City. The episode on Wednesday features Victor teaching Kane a hard lesson. Nobody thought the nice France trip would turn out to be this way, not even Kane. 3 lives were lost, and though Carter was the killer and deserved to lose his life, the others turned out to be collateral damage. Damien and Chance have families that will grieve them, and everyone is pointing fingers at Kane. So is the Newman patriarch, Victor. He feels that Kane should have known better than he was planning this whole idea of inviting many guests and locking them up at his chateau, without signal. Apart from the 3 people that died, Nick was injured, and Victor is not having any of that. His family is his everything, and he goes all the way to protect them. What lesson will he teach Kane? How will the latter react to what Victor has in mind for him? Will this actually change anything at all? On the other hand, Victoria and Adam call a truce. Now this is a surprising development since the 2 half-siblings never get along and are always at each other's throats. Is this truce because of Cole's death? Are the 2 putting their friction and bitter past behind them and acting like siblings? And last but not the least, Nate shares bad news with Amy. Lily finally told Nate that Damien is dead. It was a numbing kind of news since Nate only found out that Damien was his half-brother a few months ago. And now the guy is dead, and they'll never get the chance to bond like they wanted to. But there's a bigger task that Nate has to fulfill. He has to share the same news with Amy. How will she react when she discovers her son Damien is dead? It's bound to be a wrenching moment for her. Stay tuned for more. The Young and the Restless, July 29th, 2025. Spoilers. Fans can expect Kyle and Audra's power struggle getting dangerous while Nate finds out about Damien. The previous episode of The Young and the Restless saw Victor and Nikki make surprising decisions to protect their Newman family. Chance maintained law and order at the chateau. Nick and Sharon discussed their complicated past and history. The murder mystery drama finally got solved, but left another dark memory in pale even as it concluded. Here's what fans can expect from the July 29th, 2025 episode of The Young and the Restless when they tune in to CBS to watch the daytime drama series revolving around residents of Genoa City. The episode on Tuesday features Phyllis and Billy defending Kane. With things getting crazy in France and Kane's assistance, Carter being revealed to be the murderer, the fingers are being pointed at Kane again. But he isn't alone in this. He's getting support and defense from both Billy and Phyllis. Kane does seem to be innocent, but the defense from both the people does not seem to be coming from the heart. They aren't super close, but they do have something they want out of Kane, and it seems like they are using the opportunity to get into Kane's good books, which puts them one step closer. Is this to attain the Chancellor from Kane? What will be his response? On the other hand, Kyle and Audra's power struggle takes a dangerous turn. What started as flirting and fun has now become dark and dangerous. They are making accusations and fighting out as things spiral beyond their control. Audra thought she had trapped Kyle and would fulfill her goal of separating him from Claire, which would lead to Victor funding her company, Vibrante. But he burst her bubble and told her that he connected the dots and was on her. This has caused even more friction and tension between the 2. How far will Audra go for her revenge? And then lastly, Lily informs Nate about Damien's passing. Now that everyone has a signal again, it's time to contact the families back home and inform them of what transpired here in France. Not only is Carter finally dead, but so are Chance and Damien. And nobody back home knows the truth. Lily is the one informing Nate about the heartbreaking news. It's bound to shock him beyond words. After all, he only recently found out that Damien was his half-brother. How will he react to the news of Damien's death, and how will he inform their mother? Will this lead to a feud between the two despite Billy only recently having helped save Nick's life? The previous episode of The Young and the Restless saw Victor recruiting Nick to take down an opponent. On the other hand, Christine asked Lauren for a favor. Last but definitely not least, Daniel made quite a confession to Danny when he admitted he was starting to fall for Tessa. There's a lot on the way, including a wedding, business wars, and the reigniting of old bonds. Here's what fans can expect from the August 15th, 2025 episode of The Young and the Restless when they tune in to CBS to watch the hit and long-running daytime drama set around residents of Genoa City. The final episode of the week features Sharon seeing a new side to Nick. What is this going to be about? Will the two finally inch closer and get back together like the fans want? Or is this about the professional front? After all, Victor did recruit Nick in his never-ending scheme to take down Abbott's. Is this new side going to be about his strategy or ruthlessness? Or maybe he might show some emotion and interest in romance after their kiss back in France. Will they ever move forward and give their relationship another chance after their never-ending history keeps pulling them back together? On the other hand, Kane makes a promise to Lily. What is this about? The two will spend a lot of time together, and it's no secret that Kane is still in love with Lily and wants her back. She is not on board with that, even though she clearly still has lingering feelings for him. What promise is this? Is this going to be romantic or related to work instead? How will Lily react to it, considering Kane has previously broken many of the promises he made to her? And last but not least, Adam loses patience with Chelsea's loyalty to Billy. He is annoyed by her constant defense of her ex-boyfriend. Chelsea cannot seem to get over her loyalty to Billy, even though the relationship is over and she is now with Adam. When she found out that Victor wanted Adam to run a smear campaign against Billy, she was quite harshly against it. But is he now getting irritated by this behavior of hers? Will this affect their already unconvincing and weak relationship? Will Adam ask Chelsea to stop defending Billy and get over it? Stay tuned to The Young and the Restless for more.